Okay, so the whole statue issue. This isn't actually a question. People have asked different forms of this question to me. Um, yeah. So the big thing with the Robert E. Lee statues, most of them were put up in this. Oh, sorry. My name's Felicia Follum. This is my race talk series. Anyways, yes. So most of the Robert E. Lee statues were put up in what's called the Lost Cause movement. Sorry, I forgot. The Daughters of the Confederacy were groups of women that got together and wanted to fight against the memory of their family members about 100 years after the Civil War, I believe, maybe just 80 years after the Civil War. Like as these memories were deceased or were going away, they wanted to like revive it. So along with after Reconstruction, along with Jim Crow and other things, these huge monuments were put up to honor these Confederate soldiers. One of the responses I get about why they should be allowed is that the winners are the ones that write the victory, or the winners are the ones that write history. So they won, and like, no, 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 no. The Confederacy lost the war. The Confederacy were traitors committing treason, and they lost. And if you want to get into like the whole, so the lost cause then says that it was a lost cause, that they couldn't have won, but they should have won, and like all this weird stuff that they attempted to rewrite history with this lost cause movement. So go study the lost cause movement. I'm not a historian. I don't know the exact history on it, but that's kind of a rundown of it. And so they were put up then to intimidate Black people who were making progress in Reconstruction, right? They were put up to intimidate people as a part of Jim Crow, and it's a false history. So there's no good reason to put them up. Also, you're honoring traitors who, like, I don't understand why it's even a debate, but people want to keep their Southern heritage, which okay, so I respect Southern heritage. Like, there are things that are beautiful about the South. You've got grits, you've got cornbread, like, food's amazing, fried chicken, so what's the fish? Fish, really good fish, greens, like, there's so many good Southern foods, you guys. Like, yes, waffles and chicken and waffles. Oh my gosh, yeah. Shrimp and grits. Like, y'all food is good in the South, right? And there's beautiful things about like just the way people talk and address each other. There is a Southern beauty. But if you want the Confederate flag and Robert E. Lee statues to represent Southern heritage, you have to take on a lot more baggage that I think a lot of people maybe don't want to take on. There's a lot more to it. And if you want to get into like it being the war on Southern or the war on Northern aggression, what I'm not a war person, like a history buff. I'm not, but the North was being aggressive about rules that would affect tobacco and cotton harvesting, I believe, that seemed unfair to the South. Who was doing all of the physical work for those harvests? Yeah, okay, so let's not pretend this war had nothing to do with slavery, even if you're going to go into the Southern aggression or the Northern aggression war thing. These symbols, I'm bringing in the Confederate flag. I'm getting too convoluted, maybe, but the Robert E. Lee statues, also with the one in Virginia, it is huge. It's like this huge roundabout that it's bigger than a lot of houses as far as the roundabout itself. It's huge. It's 3 stories high, I believe. It is intimidating. It is huge. It's ginormous. And just like in this kind of downtown area on Monument Boulevard. And it's this whole street of monuments. Most of them were Civil War. Now there's Arthur Ashe and maybe some others that aren't Civil War. But it, like, okay, so also, if you take down a few Lee statues, you're still going to have, what, like 200 more in the teeny state of Virginia? It's not like your history is going to be deleted. It's a false history, rewritten by the desperate descendants of those who lost the war, for the purpose of intimidating Black people. Yeah, take them down, put them in a museum, put them up with KKK Klan outfits, same time period, same goal. Start a museum, a Jim Crow Lost Cause museum, put them in there. Yeah, don't get rid of it, because I think there is some power to driving around those streets and seeing how common they are, and also talking to African Americans who lived through Jim Crow and what those statues mean to those people. Yeah, those are some real conversations that you can have. Had them in the Virginia History Museum, which is right next to the Virginia Art Museum. No, the Daughters of the Confederacy is in between them. Anyway, that's a whole different story. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the statues.